Imagine that this is your electric bill, and this is your electric bill broken down into 5 categories determined by the Maine Department of Energy Resources: supply, fixed charges, distribution, transmission, and stranded costs. On average, the roughly electric bill for a Mainer comes out to about $175 a month, and supply is the biggest category at $69, or 69 M&Ms in this case, and how Maine gets its supply determines how much you pay.
We share an electric grid with the other New England states. More than half of our electricity right now comes from natural gas generation.
That is Dan Burgess, acting director of the Maine DOER. And if you look at the ISO New England online dashboard, you can see that half of New England's energy comes from natural gas. And the ISO To Go app goes a little bit further, showing the impact that so-called behind-the-meter projects like residential rooftop solar systems are creating. Burgess told me what the app showed at about noon on Friday.
We're using 9,316 megawatts of electricity right now. Without that behind-the-meter solar in New England, this is New England-wide, we'd be seeing 14,600 megawatts of demand.
Which is about a 5,000 megawatt difference. One thing that has been a big topic in energy is net energy billing, which helps pay for local community solar projects. In 2023, the Maine Office of the Public Advocate found that net energy billing would cost ratepayers $220 million a year. So where is that on your bill? It's right here at about $5 a month on average. And net energy billing is going away.
We actually have been, as the department, tasked with creating a new program,
which Burgess says will lower costs.
This report commissioned by the DOER says supply is the most volatile and costly part of your bill. Look no further than the rise of natural gas prices in recent years.
As we think about, we don't have fossil resources beneath our feet here. But we do have the ability to invest in local homegrown resources that can reduce our exposure to these global markets.
Homegrown energy that comes from a variety of sources, making a more diverse grid. This paper from June by financial advisory firm Lazard shows the most cost-effective forms of energy nationally are solar and wind. Opponents of wind and solar, like many members of the Maine GOP, say the state needs something else.
We need baseload power.
Burgess describes baseload energy as energy that doesn't change, such as nuclear energy and natural gas being common sources of that. But Burgess says there is a lack of new natural gas plants coming into New England. And this report from the conservative Maine Policy Institute from January says the time it takes to get a nuclear power plant up and running to generate electricity takes about 10 years. And no small modular reactors have been installed anywhere in the United States on a commercial basis to date. Burgess and Republicans agree that local sources of energy are the key to Maine's energy future, because to see the impact of global energy, you need to look no further than the gas pump or your electric bill.